Hello, super creeps of the internet, it's me, and this is the beautiful Brogue. Just look at those rippling flame effects. Wonderful. It's a shame Brogue is a type of shoe. I'm not sure if they knew that when they named the game. Here we are in the Dungeon of Doom, looking for the Amulet of Yendor. Check the inventory. The controls are really much easier than any other rogue I've played. They're all stripped right back. There's just a few keys, and they're quite intuitive as well, which is nice. Clearly, this is the most visually appealing of all the rogues. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the rippling water there. The different depths of the water, shallow, deep. It's lovely, and it's all sort of being animated in real time. Lovely. So we're having a look around the place, trying to figure out the controls. The environments are interesting. There's lots of foliage that can take damage. Wandering down the corridor. This is like mushrooms, fungus underfoot. The fungus crunches underfoot. Grass-like fungus. That thing in the middle is like a healing plant. You can hit the pods and it releases a healing gas. You'll see it in a minute when I give one a kick. They're dotted all around. There you are. They're dotted all around the levels. So you get like little healing areas, which is nice. Very nice. It's quite forgiving as well. It starts off quite slow, so you get a good play before anything becomes too life-threatening. Although there are some kind of mistakes you can make early on that'll get you killed. But that's rogues for you, isn't it? It's the appeal. So still just walking around trying to work out controls, what everything does. I've created a horrible creeping death foliage effect there by, I think, drinking a potion. So we want to stay away from that. It's a rat. Hasn't noticed me. There's light as well. It tells you about how bright the room is. And if you can hide. So if you're in an area that's well lit, other NPCs can see you from a distance. And it tells you about this on the screen. Oh yeah, look in the top left, you, dark. Tells me I'm in a dark area. Fighting a kobold. Using my darts, that worked and it killed it. Can't retrieve that dart though. And I think we've got to the stage where we need to cross the water. Now you need to be super careful, because what happens when you enter deep water is that anything that you aren't wearing floats away from you. And it becomes a mad scramble to try and pick up something important you've lost, while other things are continually floating away from you at the same time. We're trying to see if that poison carpet's gone. A poison carpet. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing. What am I doing? I want to cross the water, but I'm too scared. Yeah, there's no way to cross in the shallow area. You have to enter the deep in this particular pool. But I don't know, what the heck am I doing? This is the, I mean, I haven't played this game many times. I think before this I've played it just maybe once, I think. Had a quick run through, see what it looked like. So I'm still getting a handle on the controls. Right, now I'm going to try and drop stuff. I'm going to try and drop some stuff that I find useful and then go for a swim so I won't lose it. But what happens is I drop it all, and then before I jump in the water I inadvertently pick it all up again. So the whole exercise was utterly pointless. So I'm just trying to drop the food. Drop what? Drop some food. Oh wow, I'm so smart. I did it. But guess what? You've picked it all up again, and now you've jumped in the water, and it's floating away. There, you see that arrow? It's my darts, and I'm trying to... I've left them, I think. There's a kobold on the bank giving me a good old punching. You can see my stuff floating around in the water, and I think if you leave it, it will disappear eventually. Some of it gets washed back up on the shore, or some of it will disappear. Still floating around there. Some of my food and my darts. So, I found a scroll. It's enchanted my weapon. Just temporarily, I think. So this first level's quite empty. Just a few NPCs. Some kobolds, some rats. There's a search key, but it just doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know. I still keep using it, but nothing happens. I don't know if it's in this version it's been disabled. I'll have to find out. I found another potion here. You can throw all of the potions, and you get like this sort of big area effect with it. It's quite incredible. I had a potion of falling, and I threw it into the middle of the lake, and it created an enormous hole in the lake, and some of the nasty fish fell through it. It was very interesting, but I didn't record that, so never mind. More rats. The notes are scrolls, the exclamation marks are potions. There's one called Herba Blotterflin. Oh yes. That arcane language. That poison carpet's still there that I accidentally created. So we're going to have to swim back to the stairs and probably lose lots of good stuff on the way. I think I'm going to try and use the good stuff up before I go back in the water. Yeah, I've increased my health. That was a nice potion. Potion of life. So, all the stuff we've got now we're wearing, so we won't lose that. We're holding it, we're wielding it, and we're wearing it. Oh, there's my arrows. I could have got them back. I got the food back. It's a rat. You can get the arrows. There we are. I got all of my stuff back. Okay. So, becoming a bit more confident with the controls now. Floor 2. This is a chasm here. It's a big pit. Those kind of dots represent a big chasm. I'm just checking. If you press enter, you can search using the cursor. A burgundy potion. Nice colour. A potion of detect magic, that's always useful. You can if you drink that, you can detect magic in the area, and you can also detect magic in your inventory. And it won't tell you what the items are, but it'll tell you if it's good or bad. It'll be blue or red, which is very useful. Just checking out the rat. That gold star is money, and the triangle will be some kind of trap or pressure plate. back into the chasm room. Another pressure plate or some kind of trap. Jackals. J for jackal. I got a rosewood staff. Now these are always great fun. We're going to try it out on the jackal, and it's a staff of conjuration. Those are like spectral blades, sort of autonomous flying blades, flying swords, I imagine them, and they attack hostile stuff. Here, it moves quickly, doesn't regenerate, it's animated, it flies, it doesn't sleep, it's animated by magic, and it's anchored to reality by its summoner. They're really useful. They've got a good range on them, and they're quite weak, but and they get in the way as well. There, I'm going to try and get down this corridor, but the sword blades are in the way. Damned things! You hear something die in combat, you hear something get destroyed in combat, you hear something get destroyed in combat. So here you get a readout of what sounds there are. That happens in some rogue games. There's a game called Cataclysm that I'm building up to playing properly. It's really complicated. It's a survival game, and in that there's loads of dynamic sound in it. So the monkey has stolen my potion, and now I'm trying to zap it with my animated phantom swords. And they'll get it too. There, a cloud of blades. Poor monkey. So monkeys steal things from you. Another chasm, and my blades are still... They remain animated for quite a long time, and they'll go off and explore the dungeon and go and attack things for you. That's a ring. A bloodstone ring. I'll put it on. I won't know what effect it has until I wear it. It could be cursed. It's a ring of light. It helps me see further. Yeah, but the light isn't seen by the NPCs. So it doesn't make me more visible to NPCs. Money. It's a bridge across the chasm. You see that brown rectangle? There you go. There's one of my that's one of my animated swords still doing his stuff. I'm getting really hungry now, but I've got rations, so that's good. Does look lovely though, doesn't it? Really, it's wonderful looking rogue. And all in all, it's a good play as well. It's quite simple, with the emphasis on, I don't know, like combat and magic effects. Yeah, the environments are quite dynamic. You can damage them and alter them in the progress of play. And there we are. We're just on the verge of going down, but we're going to save that for next time. There you are, save the game. It's still in beta, so don't blame us if it breaks. And there we are, that's that. So we'll return next time and continue our voyage into the depths. Until then, TTFN.